back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is packed full of cleaning motivation, everything from normal little household messes all the way to a few of the deep cleaning projects that I need to get knocked out for the new fall season. If that sounds like something you'd want to watch, stick around, hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's jump right on in. Ignore my messy handwriting, this was written pretty quickly, but this is just a few of the things that I want to knock out today that I could think of as I was looking around the house last night of stuff I have to do, plus my normal daily stuff on top of it. If you missed my tips video on how to make deep cleaning go faster for you, one of the main tips I said was if it's something that has to sit with the chemical and pre-treat, do it as the first thing, and that's exactly what I'm doing today because I'm gonna work on my oven and I want it to sit for a little while. I'm trying this. I hope it's in focus for you guys. I have never used this product before. It's been highly recommended, so this is what I'm gonna go ahead and start with. Show you what we're working with here. The door is a mess, I will admit that. The door is awful, but the bottom doesn't get too bad except for right here on this edge if things miss the liner. But I do have to clean the liner as well because it's got stuff all over it. But otherwise, the actual oven itself is not too bad. And I now have this thing sitting in here because I'm pretty sure that there's something wrong with my oven and it's not gauging temperature properly anymore. So I'm testing this out. This was like $4 on Amazon. So I just want to see what it's doing.
You got that something, baby, that I can go without, just like a poison in me. You're all that I'm about. Loving the highs, don't mind the lows. It's getting out of my control. I want that something, baby, 'cause I can go without. Mama used to tell me love ain't right if it ain't easy, but I'm in too deep to walk away.
While the oven and the racks are both sitting there with the cleaners on them for a little while, I'm gonna move on to my next project, and that's the refrigerator. It needs to be wiped down, but I've already done a full deep declutter of it, and I've already taken all of these out and cleaned them. That was the main thing. These were just disgusting. So now I gotta put them back in and just wipe everything down. Are you saying hi?
Hi.
Okay, I'm cleaning. Can I clean now?
No.
No! Silly girl.
Tell me love ain't right if it ain't easy, but I'm in too deep to walk away from you. Papa used to tell me love should never drive you crazy, but I lose my mind if you don't get it soon. I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. I'm a sucker for your love, for your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. You can end it, say it's over, but I'm never going sober. I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. Of your love, I want your love. I need your love, 'cause I'm never
I did not realize how bad that oven actually was until I got in there and started scrubbing it. I just sprayed more of the cleaner in there and I'm letting it sit because there's spots that aren't coming undone. And this thing is usually bright pink, as you guys have seen. Like, look at it. It is absolutely disgusting. And that thing's not even done yet. So yeah, if you haven't cleaned your oven in a while, there you go. Clean your oven. This is your reminder. But now I'm gonna take a few minutes to scrub all 3 of these and then finish scrubbing these. These are all of my utensils that go back there in my oil and salt tray thing. We had a little bit of an oil spill, so they've been soaking for a little while. I have to clean those too.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie.
All right, it doesn't look brand new. There's still some stains I can't get off, like right there, and back there. But without breaking out the easy off, this is as good as it's gonna get.
Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
I know I showed you guys my list. That's not actually my to-do list. That's just my running list of things that, like, I'll walk around the house and I'll see something, I'll be like, oh yeah, let's put that down. That doesn't mean I'm gonna do everything on that list today, and I am trying to stay in like one area, like do all the kitchen stuff I wanna do and then branch out, but that's not gonna happen. So if I start going in weird ways, just know my brain's a little scattered trying to knock out as much stuff that's been bothering me around this house as I can. Like, here's the list that I wrote, and it says like grout and floors and windows, but it also says to steam my couch and those chairs. Well, they don't necessarily need that right now today, so I'm kind of like pushing off those, but I will be doing the grout and the floor. I do need to do that coffee table so bad, I'll show you guys, and I wanna disinfect the countertops. So those few things I will still be trying to get to, but I'm no kidding. I have running lists. This was as of the other day. I rewrote this list of stuff I want to clean, organize, or like fixing / to-do projects around my house. So yeah, I'm a crazy person. I've got lists everywhere. And while I'm in here, a list that you guys can appreciate, all my upcoming videos as planned and their date. Now hopefully this will stick to it, but hey, guess what? There's my Christmas clean and decorate part 1 and 2. Just a little preview for you guys. But since these are drying here and I want to disinfect the countertops, which is going to push anything onto the floor, and I want to do the grout and the floors, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the coffee table. From a distance and from the camera, it does not look bad. If I go all the way up on this thing, it's horrible. Like, there's orange stuff all over here. There's dog and cat hair everywhere. And then if you come around this corner, my daughter got a hold of it with a black crayon, so I have to clean all of that off. And then like if you look at the top and I get a good angle, you can really see the stuff that's stuck to the top. And then if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that this opens and there's a whole storage compartment in there. It's a hot mess and I have to do something about that too.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble and everlasting ego. I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble and everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes, with his humble and everlasting ego. Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago.
Now I'm gonna go back into the kitchen and finish what I started earlier. Now, all of us love Mrs. Meyer's. It smells good, it cleans good, but it does not disinfect. So at least once a week, I do like to take everything off of my counters and fully disinfect them. And while it's sitting, I'm also gonna scrub my sink and scrub my glass top.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder. We went to a small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, love
cleaning for a few minutes and make dinner for my family, and I did promise you guys earlier in the month that if I made a Halloween themed dinner that I would share it with you all. If it's not your thing and you're not here for the recipes, just skip ahead about a minute or two and you'll be right back to the cleaning motivation. For everyone else, I'm just gonna show you what it is real fast. For everyone that stuck around for the recipe, tonight I'm making chicken boodle soup. So there's just a few things in it that make it Halloween, like the carrots are gonna be cut into shape of pumpkins, and the noodles I'm using are from a bag I found at Aldi for Halloween. I just pulled all the dark ones out for tonight, and then I used the orange and the white ones like 2 nights ago, I think, for chicken Alfredo noodles. Chicken noodle soup though is so easy, even if you're not gonna cut these all crazy or use the special noodles, which there they are, they're so cute. They're bats, jack-o'-lanterns, and spiders. They're perfect. And I have some ditalini if I want extra noodles, but this should be enough. I don't know yet. But chicken noodle soup is easy. Whatever you want to use. I've actually fallen in love with chicken tenders recently, but just that's it. Some chicken broth, onion, carrot, and celery. There is your trifecta. You need that in your soup because that's your aromatics, and you're gonna use this as well. The easiest way I found to do the pumpkin carrots, peel them, cut the end off, and cut them in half so you're not working with one big long carrot. And then what you're aiming for is to just cut a stem into them. So if you cut a ridge down and go at it at like an angle into that ridge, and you cut almost like a triangle out, and do that to both sides, not too close together, you want to make a stem in the middle. Watch your fingers when you're doing this. Just take your time, be patient. It doesn't want to focus on it too well, but you can see the stem up here, and if you shave this little part off, it looks like a pumpkin. Then just cut it real thin slices all the way down, and you'll have a bunch of little pumpkins to put in your soup. But there is all the little pumpkins to go inside as normal carrots would in your soup. In a big stock pot, I've got about a tablespoon of olive oil in there heating up, and I'm gonna put in all of the vegetables. Once the vegetables are softened and the onions you can see through, they're translucent, I'm gonna put in your garlic, however much you like. We kind of go a little heavy in this house, but you do you. I only cooked that for like 30 seconds with that, and then I'm gonna put the broth in. Okay, there's 4 cups. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rest. So basically, I use the entire 48-ounce big box. You can see it's starting to boil. Season this thing however you want, but for me, salt, pepper are a must, and then I'm gonna use a pinch of dried parsley, dried basil, and some dried thyme. Not a whole lot of these, but I am gonna season with those. Got them all in there. Just mix them in a little bit. Okay. And then add your chicken in. Bring this back up to a boil, then put the lid on low for about 20-25 minutes, depending on what type of chicken you're using. Now, when it comes to my noodles, any kind of soup I'm making that has noodles in it, if I know there's going to be leftovers, I keep the noodles separate. I will put them in the bottom of the bowl and put all of the soup on top of them when I'm serving them. If I know that every bit of this is gonna get eaten tonight, I will go ahead and I will combine the two, because when you put soup in the fridge, you know how the noodles kind of just like suck up all of the liquid out of the soup? They get really soggy and disgusting. This saves that if you keep them completely separate and then just serve them with the noodles in the bottom and then put everything else on top. People will never know unless they're actually serving themselves, but it makes it where you don't have all that gross soggy noodle problem. But this has come back up to a boil, so like I said, just lid and turn it down. And I will check mine in about 20 minutes. So at this point, I'm gonna boil those. I'm gonna let that cook and do its thing. When the 20-25 minutes goes off and my chicken's done, I'm gonna take it out, dice it or shred it. It's your choice. I prefer diced, but if you do shredded, do that. And then just put it back in and serve. Oh, another thing I learned from Rachel Ray a long time ago, you may have seen in my videos or you may not, I have a garbage bowl when I'm making stuff like this. That way everything can go in there, just the peels, all of it, and then I deal with it at the end. If you find the wooden spoon trick isn't doing it, just an ice cube. It'll save it from boiling over. See? Yeah, I just cleaned that a little bit ago, and I'm gonna have to scrub this thing again tonight because the wooden spoon failed me on this back burner. I don't know why, it always does. But now I have a cup of ice ready and waiting. But there it is before I mix it up. That way you guys can see like the pumpkin shapes right there on top, but all the noodles are in the bottom. And then I'll mix that up. And there's some of the Halloween shapes on top. I'm eating my soup. My husband comes in the door from taking Tristan shopping. He has homecoming this coming week. My birthday is this coming week. He brought me some flowers, so those are pretty. I get to put those in the vase. And then this just came in my Target order. It's their little Halloween cauldron, $5 mug. It's got holes in the bottom of it. It's leaking everywhere, so now I gotta return that. Soup is ready to be put away. Noodles are stored separately. This still has to cool off because if you can see the smoke, I'm not putting it in the fridge like that just yet. Very sad I have to re-clean that, but it won't take long, so I'm not worried about that. And then look at this napkin now. This is how bad. It's a very slow drain, but I know it's not gonna focus on it. But you could see the drips forming underneath the mug right there in dead center. Yep, right there, there's one dripping off. I'm so sad because I did research my local Target and they are completely out all around me. So even if I return it, I just have to get my monies back and I won't get a new one. I have the degreaser just sitting on that for a few minutes and I'll wipe that off. But what I'm gonna work on now is the floors. My floors are gross. There's stuff all over it, just in random spots. But the main thing I wanted to do with the deep cleaning is, okay, if you see over there, you can really see my grout lines really, really bad. But the further you get to my living room, they're not very obvious because I've already done the grout in my living room like last month, but I didn't do the dining room or the hallway or the kitchen. So tonight I'm gonna work on this kitchen area. When it comes to cleaning the grout in my house, I have two ways that I go between. Yes, there's a million ways to do it. These are just mine. One is a more natural side, one is a more chemical forward side. And tonight I am gonna use the more chemically one just because I'm doing the grout in my kitchen and that is the worst place in my entire house. So I want that added extra help, but you don't have to go that route if you don't want to. Chemical route is this stuff right here. You guys have seen me use it on the channel. It is fantastic. It is a cleaner, brightener, the whole nine. Fantastic stuff. Natural route is this thing right here. Again, something else you guys have seen me use 1,000 times. I love this. This has multiple uses. It is just amazing, especially on the grout.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody.
Popping on for a couple little things about this miracle right here. One, definitely use gloves, protect your skin. For two, please do this in a well-ventilated area. This stuff is very strong and there's tons of warnings on the back of this bottle, so just listen to those warnings, please.
I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing.
You can clearly see here, these few lines I haven't done. Then you can see where I've completed, all the way down here to right there in front of my pantry. I have yet to do that. And that is just a bucket of clean water. I will be actually like mopping this floor to get the rest of it off too, but that's just to help me get it out of the cracks. But yeah, that stuff is amazing. If you want this to be able to go even faster, if you have an old broom lying around, or go to the Dollar Tree and grab one of their brooms, you can scrub this with a broom. Keep that broom. You can scrub your shower, your tub, all that, so you don't have to bend down. It's $1 from the Dollar Tree and you can scrub with it. I'm actually gonna show you that here in a second because I went to my garage and dug out my old one. So I'm gonna show you how that works too.
Girl, I know
right, but that's gonna do it for this one. I'm not gonna have you guys watch me just continuously scrub every single one of these lines around my kitchen and possibly my dining room. Depends on how much I feel like doing tonight, and then just mopping the floors like normal afterwards. Thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you guys got tons of cleaning motivation to get things done around your house and to get deep cleaning for this fall season. If you did enjoy this one, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.